Isn't we supposed to be having a fiesta? Uno, dos, cuatro, hit it!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dance numbers in animated movies.
You love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream.
For this list, we'll be looking at both choreographed and spontaneous dance sequences in animated films. Did we miss any particularly groovy scenes? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Love is an Open Door, Frozen. Sure, it's hard to root for the pairing of Princess Anna and Prince Hans once the latter reveals his true intentions.
As heir, Elsa was preferable, of course, but no one was getting anywhere with her. But you,
Hans.
You were so desperate for love, you were willing to marry me just like that.
But the song and dance routine they perform shortly after meeting is compulsively rewatchable. The pair hit it off at Elsa's coronation and frolic around the palace grounds as they declare their love for one another.
And it's nothing like I've ever known before. Love is an open door. Love is an open door.
The number contains numerous memorable moments, like when we see their shadows dancing on a ship's sail.
Just meant to be. Say goodbye.
Pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore.
Plus, we even get to see them do the robot. The sequence combines classic ballroom-inspired moves with a playful tone, making for one of the film's sweetest moments.
Life can be so much more with you. Love is an open door.
Number 9. We Don't Talk About Bruno, Encanto.
We don't talk about Bruno, but it was my wedding day.
While the song itself has topped the US Billboard Hot 100, the true magic of We Don't Talk About Bruno is that every detail was carefully thought out to depict Colombian culture, and that includes how the characters moved.
We Don't Talk About Bruno is one of the sequences that highlights choreography the most, and Jamal Sims, our choreographer, did an absolutely incredible job creating something so physical, incorporating dances of Colombia.
As Mirabel tries to make sense of her own place in the family, she accidentally prompts her family, and several local townspeople, to launch into a catchy gossip sesh about her uncle Bruno. With Jamal Sims as choreographer, Kai Martinez as animation reference consultant, and a team of Latinx dancers, animators were able to take note of the actual movement and translate it to 3D.
It's a heavy lift with a gift so humbling. Always left abuela in the family fumbling, grappling with prophecies they couldn't understand. Do you understand?
7-foot frame, rats along his back.
All we're saying is that this number would look pretty amazing in a Broadway version of Encanto.
Why did I talk about Bruno? I never should have brought up Bruno.
Number 8. Kingdom Dance, Tangled. For all the trials and tribulations that she goes through, it's incredible to see Rapunzel enjoy herself as thoroughly as she does in this scene. In the movie, we find the famed princess trapped in a tower by Mother Gothel, who's supposedly her biological relative.
Rapunzel,
Yes?
don't ever ask to leave this tower again.
Yes, Mother.
But after leaving her home with the petty thief Flynn Rider, our heroine is shocked at the everyday beauty that lies beyond its walls. While dancing to a beat provided by the local townspeople, she drags bystanders into the courtyard to participate. Eventually, even Flynn joins the festivities. It's a celebratory moment that shows what Rapunzel's life could be like, if not for the lies about the outside world that she's been fed. Number 7. Dance of the Hours, Fantasia. This classic film from the Disney canon is unusual in not containing a cohesive storyline. Rather, the movie is composed of 8 separate animated sequences, each with its own soundtrack of classical music. The 6th segment takes the form of a ballet, with the characters Hyacinth Hippo and Ben Alligator leading the dance. Despite ballet's reputation as a high art form, the animators set out to include deliberate missteps for humorous effect. We also get to see other kinds of animals dance, with ostriches and elephants added to the mix for good measure. Disney's artists studied real ballerinas for the segment, and their effort is visible in the film itself. Number 6. Livin' La Vida Loca, Shrek 2. The first movie in the Shrek series has its fair share of memorable dance numbers. In particular, Robin Hood and his merry men deliver a routine that's both hilarious and cringeworthy.
I steal from the rich and give to the needy.
Takes away percentage.
But I'm not greedy. I rescue pretty damsels. Man, I'm good. Break it down.
But Shrek 2 takes the cake this time, with the dance party that concludes the film. After the dramatic storyline ends with Shrek and Fiona's reunion and a return to their ogre forms, the couple and their fairy tale friends kick off a celebration.
Puss donkey, y'all. She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition. That girl's gonna make me fall.
It's an incredibly fun sequence, with many familiar characters getting to show off their unique moves.
She's got a new addiction for every day and night. She makes you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain.
Highlights include Pinocchio's solo and Puss in Boots' homage to Flashdance. Knowing full well how instantly iconic Puss's dance here was, his solo outing gave us an entire dance fight.
If it is to be a dance fight, then I will Tuesday night dance fight you to the death.
Number 5. Ballet Recital, Despicable Me. With a storyline focusing on a supervillain named Gru tasked with raising 3 orphan girls, Despicable Me isn't your average animated blockbuster.
Seriously, I'm going to count to 3, and you had better be in this car. Here we go. 1, 2,
3, 4, and 5.
Our protagonist has to do things that you wouldn't necessarily expect, like taking his adopted daughters to ballet class. And so, at the movie's end, the trio puts on a recital specially for Gru and the Minions. But when the soundtrack is unexpectedly switched, it leads to an all-out, disco-fueled party. And after Gru is dragged on stage, he shocks us all with his, shall we say, colorful dance moves. That is certainly one way to round this story off. Number 4. Eye to Eye, a Goofy movie. The sequel to this movie based on the Goof Troop TV series, an extremely goofy movie, boasts its own entertaining dance sequence. But the performance of Eye to Eye that concludes the original film is simply one for the ages. After Goofy's son Max begins acting out, the pair embarks on a road trip that goes anything but smoothly.
We're going fishing? Yup, just like my dad and me did. 2 best buddies fishing on Lake Destiny. Away from it all.
I don't want to be away from it all, Dad.
I like it all.
Although they continually clash, they end up reconciling and heading to Los Angeles. There, Max wants to see, and somehow perform alongside Powerline, a star singer voiced by R&B artist Tevin Campbell.
If we listen to each other, the fans will never Max is on the tip. That's Max. I know him.
And so, when the father-son duo do end up on stage with the headliner, and Goofy even manages to fit in the perfect cast, a fishing move he had previously taught his son, everybody's happy.
Hey, Dad, do the perfect cast.
Number 3. Once Upon a Dream, Sleeping Beauty. Sometimes you just can't beat the classics.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die. Oh no!
After the villainous Maleficent places a curse upon the newborn Princess Aurora, she's sent away to the forest to live in secret, and therefore safety. Fast forward some years, and while out in the woods on her 16th birthday, Aurora waltzes with forest creatures who dress up as an eligible bachelor. It all makes for a truly iconic Disney scene.
I know you, the gleam in your eyes is so familiar a gleam, yet I know it's true.
And then the hubbub attracts her actual betrothed, Prince Philip, who unexpectedly joins her in the routine.
I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once.
The way you did once upon a dream.
The number ends with the pair dancing in front of a tranquil pond, making for a moment that's both funny and romantic. Number 2. Boogie Wonderland, Happy Feet.
Daylight deals a bad hand to a penguin that has laid too many bets. The mirror stares you in the face.
As a film about a dancing penguin, this heartwarming flick unsurprisingly has no shortage of excellent dance numbers.
You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. In no particular song, I'm often proud of the world.
It's hard to pick the best one, but this routine to the Earth, Wind and Fire and the Emotion song is simply incredible.
Yo soy Raúl, pingüino más cool, latino por supuesto 100% español, my brother. ¿Qué? Loco me llaman, una señorita, me enciende como flama la fiesta. Baila, baila muchachita, mi corazón tiene dinamita, boom!
Mumble is a youngster in an Antarctic community of emperor penguins for whom singing is a central part of life. Although he can't hold a tune, his considerable affinity for movement goes criminally underappreciated. His attempt to woo a female penguin by tap dancing is a joy to watch, as others in his age group join in the celebration.
Midnight creeps so slowly into hearts of men who leave all day naked. Daylight deals a bad hand to both penguins who have laid too many.
And even though it sadly results in Mumble's exile, it's still one of the film's best scenes. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Gemele no Lilo, Lilo and Stitch. Lilo is late for dance class. Esmeralda's Dance, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This heroine mocks the hateable Frollo with a public dance.
Look at that disgusting display. Yes, sir.
I Like to Move It, Madagascar. When zoo-dwelling animals arrive in Madagascar, they encounter a lemur rave.
I'm loving San Diego. This place is off the chisang.
27.
Woman physically fit, physically fit, physically fit.
Everybody wants to be a cat, the Aristocats. It just doesn't get much cuter than dancing cats, does it?
Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be a cat.
Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be a cat.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Ballroom Scene, Beauty and the Beast. We won't argue with anyone whose favorite sequence in this film is Be Our Guest.
Be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we provide the rest.
But we just can't say no to this dance between Belle and the Beast a little later in the movie either.
Ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise.
Given how this particular Disney princess traded her freedom for her father's release from the Beast's castle, we wouldn't have been surprised if tensions around the place had persisted. But she and the cursed prince actually grow close, and this scene marks a huge turning point for them.
Tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong.
If its narrative significance weren't enough, the dance is also soundtracked by an adorable vocal performance by Mrs. Potts.
Certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
Suffice it to say, this tale and moment is timeless. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.